Throughout the history of the United States Mint, there have been a few coin designs that have stood apart from the rest. One of the most iconic was that of the Indian head cent. It was struck from 1859 until 1909, and it's considered by many to be a true blue U.S. Mint classic. We have put together a special 5-piece set of the first 5 Indian head cents struck in the history of the United States Mint. The stunning 5-piece set is item number 905-4839. It's 905-4839. And while our limited supplies last, the stunning 5-piece set can be all yours for the unbeatable price of just $129.95. A price that has us less than $26 per coin, a price that is the envy of our competition. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933. Or you can head over to abccoins.com, our website. Head up to the search bar and put 905-4839. It's 905-4839. And grab the first 5 Indian head cents struck in U.S. Mint history. Now, the 1-cent piece is the oldest denomination in the history of the United States Mint. And one of the most iconic designs in that long and storied history is the fabled Indian head cent. It was first struck in 1859, before the Civil War even started. That's how old these stunning 1-cent pieces are. Now, what many don't know is that the Indian head cent does not actually feature a Native American chieftain. While that was believed for quite some time, it actually was Lady Liberty wearing an authentic Indian headdress. At one point, 4 different Native American chieftains claimed to be the origination of the design, whereas, as U.S. Mint tradition, it was Lady Liberty herself. We found a 5-piece collection of these coins with our competitors in heavily circulated condition, and they wanted over $250 for it. We were over $120 less at just $129.95. And in this set, you receive one 1859, one 1860, one 1861, one 1862, and one 1863, each in beautiful collector's quality circulated condition. Now, of these 5 coins, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th were actually struck during the Civil War, which is insane that we can still find it today, considering the vast majority of coins back then were melted down for wartime materials, be they to be used on buttons on uniforms or to be melted down to create firearms or bullets. As a result, finding these coins in any condition today is almost impossible, and when you do, they will cost you an arm and a leg. Per coin, our competition is at least $40 a piece. While our limited supplies last, you can get all 5 of the first 5 struck in U.S. Mint history for less than $26 per coin. I know the 1861 with our competition by itself costs over $90. That is incredible. We are less than $26 per coin at just $129.95. All of these coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. And did you know that in the entire 50-year run of the Indian head cent, more cents were made in 2009 than all 50 of those years put together? That's how many Lincoln cents we make today and how few of them they struck way back then. These coins are at least 163 years old, with the first year of issue, 1859, being almost 165. These are true blue pieces of American minting history and, due to their age, American Civil War history. They are the must-have addition to any serious collection because you will not too often come across living, breathing pieces of U.S. Mint history like these Indian head cents. In 1859, that first year of issue, it was struck out of copper and nickel, which you'll notice it did not weather the same way that the other coins in these 5-piece sets did. And that's because the 1859 coins are very, very hard to find today. From 1860 to 1863, they added the Union shield to the design at the 12 o'clock on the reverse, which we will show you shortly. At just $129.95 for the 5-piece set, we are less than $26 per coin for living, breathing pieces of United States Mint history. Our competitors want over $250 for this 5-piece set, and that's with their coins in heavily circulated condition. I know for their 1861, the coin they wanted over $90 for, you couldn't even make out the individual lines between the feathers on the headdress. And they still wanted over $90 for just the 1861 by itself. We are more than $120 less than their price of $250 at just $129.95 while our limited supplies last. Now, the Lincoln cent, I'm sorry, not the Lincoln cent, the 1 cent denomination was the first coin struck in United States mint history, and the popularity over the coin only rose to newer heights with the release of these iconic Indian head cents. I know when I was younger, it was a big deal when you could find one of these in your pocket change, but I'll be honest with you, I have not seen a single one in the last 15 years, and to this day, I still actively look for them. Here you can see that Union shield that was added just before the start of the Civil War to help differentiate between the first year copper nickels and the copper coins that were struck from 1860 until 63. Now, prior to the release of the nickel in 1866, these first Indian head cents were actually called nickels or white cents by collectors of the time. That was, of course, replaced later with the introduction of the 5-cent piece that would become the nickel, but that is a unique piece of what is one of the more iconic coins in United States mint history. This coin was struck for 50 years, from 1858 until 1909, when it was replaced by the iconic Lincoln cent that is still struck to this day. With the phone lines getting a little bit backed up, I'm going to put a 1-minute timer up on the clock and run through this 5-piece set one more time before we sell out. This is the first 5 Indian head cents struck in U.S. mint history, 1859 until 1863, and all 5 coins are in beautiful collector's quality circulated condition. This 5-piece set is item number 9054839. That's 9054839. And while our limited supplies last, we are just $129.95, a price that has us more than $120 less than our nearest competition's heavily circulated coins. This 5-piece set contains the first 5 Indian head cents in U.S. mint history. It is considered one of the most iconic coin designs in their long and storied run, and it is truly a breathtaking piece of United States minting designs. It features Lady Liberty wearing an iconic, authentic Indian chieftain headdress, and while for many years people thought that there was in fact a Native American chief on the coin, that was not the case. This same collection with our competition costs over $251. We are more than $120 less at just $129.95. But make sure you call in now. We only have a limited number of these 5-piece sets left in stock, and once they sell out, that is it. There's no telling how long it'll take us to find these pre-Civil War issue coins again, so make sure you call in now and grab yours while you still can.